a revolver of some kind. It could even be a 44 revolver.
Oh man, that would be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just little teen Philly with a freaking 44 caliber pistol.
Well, it's a 44 revolver, which
Oh
means
yeah,
it's
44
got 6
revolver.
shots.
So yeah, in the event of a boss fight, well, not a boss fight, you get what I mean. If you had to fight someone.
Yeah.
One thing I will have to remember the next time we end up meeting up, or whenever we meet up with her, I probably won't be able to make it to next week's session because of how my weekends roll. But I will definitely ask her, there's a chance, what if she has a recollector? Because we could use the recollector with the memory orb from last session and potentially get some information.
I'm not going to interrogate her.
Yeah, true. We literally just freaking, the only way I can put it is we just blew her mind, pretty much. We already kind of broke her a little.
Well, we talked it down into being both a better pony and to not kill herself, so to try and interrogate her now at this point would be a colossal deck move.
Yeah, it would.
And that's not what Steel Bronco's about.
Yeah.
He's done being the deck.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why he
Arcane,
left the Steel Rangers.
yeah, I think Arcane would probably just ask more out of pure curiosity. Like, hey, would you potentially have this? I mean, we have this so-and-so item, it could be useful. But,
Steel Bronco wouldn't bring it up unless it was brought up.
yeah.
But he let her do that rather than him force it upon her.
Yeah, you make it optional.
Yes.
Also, I didn't realize the double barrel shotgun is actually a tier 3 weapon. That's actually pretty smooth.
So, Error, what did you think?
But also something to note is with that metal armor, it's actually a heavy class armor. And I think it gives you -1 agility, so I think I'd probably have to save the metal armor, like, unless it's in the worst of circumstances. If anything, we can give it to Withering Flower, and she'd actually be rather tanky.
Yeah, your movement is eight hexes and heavy armor. Well, for me anyway. So if you go to offense and check your movement speed stuff. If you take
Yeah,
the heavy armor
-8 as
box,
well.
even still 8 hexes is not bad in movement.
True. But I'm guessing movement really only matters in combat, probably. I mean, if we're just
Exactly.
exploring.
It only it only matters in combat.
Hmm. I'm sitting here staring at the relationships tab because I haven't really looked at. There's numbered relations for like followers, slaves, worshippers, tribals, fanatics / zealots, feral ghouls, raiders, and animals.
Yeah.
Hmm. And I did kind of add a very short entry for Steel Bronco because I'm guessing view is how they is it who the party member views your character this certain way, or is it the other way around?
I think it's how you view them.
Oh, okay, and then status is how they view you.
I think so, yes. I take it you're also an Earth Pony as well?
Yeah, because I made the joke last session: two Earth ponies versus the world.
I just have you down as a companion.
Ah, oh, under race.
No, your name, Arcane Gears, race, Earth Pony, view, and status both as companion.
Oh, okay.
So what was the fool's name again, sorry?
It was Withering Flower. I put that under my extra sheet. I have an extra sheet for notes and stuff because we found the memory orb and the holotape. And I mean, we got the holotape to play. It's gonna be a while, but probably before we get our hands on a recollector.
And it looks like she's a unicorn.
Maybe, but we haven't met her in person. We only know her by voice, so we only know that she's female.
So I'll leave that blank then.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be under VIP. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just one that was there. I mean, I'm trying to look at it. I mean, she does look like a unicorn. I mean, withered flowers, but she has a gem cutie mark. So I don't know. Probably put like unicorn question mark.
Well, I'll leave it blank until we actually see her face to face. Because I haven't seen her yet.
Yeah, because both the doors are closed, so we're like kind of outside the office.
Yep, and we can't move any further from here because
Yeah,
this is as far as Fee got.
yeah. I mean, if oh well, we only got like what 20 minutes, assuming that we get 2 hours per session. I mean, we got 20
Yeah,
minutes.
we
If we
only
want to start hitting every room, have a potentially have a bonus to spotting the traps and knowing what's in each room. We could maybe get some decent loot, but I mean, this is still a death maze. She wouldn't just give away perfectly
exactly. So I'd
good
rather
stuff.
not take the chance and
True.
find the ghouls or even the hellhound
Yeah, either that
or even the rad scorpion. Yeah,
oh yeah, Rad Scorpion would totally freaking annihilate.
yeah. So let's not. We've already done what we can for now. Let's
True.
just keep it. But yeah, we just took a 2 hour session and shortened it to like 25 minutes.
Yeah, we bumped it down to about an hour. But of actual
Well,
gameplay, I'd say we bumped it down to about 25 minutes to 30 minutes. We chopped a freaking 2 hour session in half.
we pretty much took a 2 hour session and took it in and did it in like a quarter of the time.
I mean, one thing for sure, this is definitely going to be memorable for me.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that 9 degrees of success was just epic.
it was. I mean, we literally went from you being able to negotiate against a ton of not Raider kids. We can't say Raider kid. We can't say Raider yet. Whole bunch of
We can't say
crazy
raiders,
kids.
but
Yeah.
Yes.
In universe, they're not called raiders yet, but out of universe, we can call them
In
raider kids.
yes.
I mean, you succeeded against that. I really wish I grabbed more out of that office supplies. Because, I mean, still having just random items on hand. I mean, I've got like a 50 repair skill, so or 50 repair and mechanics. So I could probably do a little bit of MacGyvering, which that could be pretty fun.
And I have a 63 in hacking and matrix.
Well, you have a 63?
Yeah, in hacking.
Oh, come on. I have like a 39.
I've got 105 in firearms, 87 in negotiation, and a 63 in hacking.
Oh, did you point dump into those 3 skills? Or are you like a level 4,
Yeah,
3 or 4?
I'm level. I'm level 5.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm just a level 1.
I'm literally 600 points away from leveling up.
Nice. I need like 700 because that last session was my first one.
Which we need to ask Fee exactly how much XP we got from this session.
Yeah, she's probably trying to get a small head start. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we did just kind of manage to break the game.
Yeah, we took a 2-hour session, shortened it to half an hour, and says, we see your plan, Fee, but fuck your plan.
Well, actually, it was potentially going to be like a 6-hour dungeon crawl over 2 or 3 sessions.
Oh yeah, and we just totally said nope.
Yeah. This is kind of what happens whenever you stick in. I'm going to assume Steel Bronco is probably a lawful good, and then I'm going to say Arcane's probably a neutral good to chaotic good. Yeah, that's what happens whenever you stick 2 good. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what happens whenever you stick 2 good characters in a room. With no other members of the party being anything to potentially offset it.
Exactly, yes. The other 2 characters, I don't know what kind of alignment they would be, but I know that one of them is pretty much a klepto.
Oh, a kleptomaniac, so definitely, I'd say a chaotic neutral to that one. That or a true neutral, if they're a kleptomaniac.
Yeah, because when we started, we were in... they decided to go full dwarf on us and go dig a hole into it and start digging a hole.
Oh, I forgot, that was this session, or this group.
Yes.
And the funny part is, I
we
thought
found
it
ourselves
was
in
going to
an ancient tomb, and I don't know who it was. Let me just double check here.
I think it was something really scary or something, or something that really offset them. And then watch it turn around, and that's like where we have to go.
I think it was Rav. Yeah, Rav was playing a racist sand dog, and he just like, you know what? I'll open this tomb. Oh, shinies, take.
Let me guess, it gets one shot.
No, there was inscriptions along the inside of the tombs which says that if you take anything from here, you'll be cursed forever.
What did he get cursed with?
Which I told them. An undead army rose up.
Oh. So this is gonna be...
And it started attacking the party.
Oh, did you guys fight them off, or is it a case of you guys had to run away and they're slowly kind of chasing us down?
Oh, we fought them off. Some of them we couldn't... I shot with a gauze carbine, and it didn't look like it did much damage. So we just collapsed the tunnel behind us.
Oh, okay. So there is a chance that they could potentially come back, and it's literally going to be a case of they show up, Arcane has no idea what's going on, like, who the frick are these guys? And then everyone else in the party is like, are you kidding me?
Well, Bronco would fill you in.
Yeah,
if that does happen, Bronco would give you the quick synopsis.
Yeah. I like how it's literally just become a case, literally after 2 sessions. It's basically Bronco and Arcane are just like, yep, we're buds now. And, well, there's only 2 of us, so we would have to band together.
We're both former Steel Rangers, so yes, I kind of consider you a brother in arms at this
True.
point, and yes, we
Yeah.
would stick together. With Bronco being a former knight
Ah.
and you being an intern.
Yeah, I think the intern could potentially just kind of rest on the same level, roughly as scribe, but I didn't take the scribe background. So it's kind of more like I had affiliation, or he had affiliations, and so he just kind of has a little bit of that. Like I could, oh, maybe for a potential future session, maybe it's like the Rangers eventually finally show up and they're like, yo, stop, and then it's just like maybe Arcade will recognize one or two in the Knights or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Bronco probably would as well.
Yeah, but oh yeah, because Bronco would probably have been around. I like how we're just kind of like just theorizing on what potentially could happen in the future. Also, I just thought about this because you brought up the tomb. What if that black book has something to do with the tomb? Unless it was just like Fee was like, okay, you guys need to stop digging a hole, get the frick out.
Well, it was in an office building, and well,
She did say that it
it
has
is
the
it
ability to
is in the
teleport.
same. It is in the same. Yeah, it is in the same. Yeah, it can. Maybe it will.
What if that's
Maybe.
like some sort of either that's the main quest and Fee is just waiting for one of us to come up with a character who will eventually grab it, or
Or
that's like a side.
I'm pretty sure Rav would. If Rav
Yeah,
were here, he would have taken it.
yeah. Is it basically Steel Bronco and Arcane Gears are basically the two actual rational thinking individuals? And then Raz's character, is he just racist against like literally anything except a sand dog, or is it just against ponies? Because I
Yeah,
know the ponies oppressed them.
it's against ponies. It's racist against anything that's not a sand dog.
Hello, hey.
Can't remember off the top of my head what his character's called now, but yeah, he's. There's been a few times where he's butted heads with Bronco. And his reason for looting the tombs is, well, we're progressing the story, but and I said, yeah, there's a difference between progressing the story and potentially killing the party. There's a fine line between the two. And I'll let you take your phone call. We'll talk later.
Okay. Because what else we got? Okay, we got the book. We have the holotape from the insane pony. The memory orb. I feel like the memory orb, that's going to be like a really far down the line item to find, potentially.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling the memory orb is going to have some part to play in this, but unfortunately we can't use it right now. I think
Yeah, we're just going to have to get really lucky and find a recollector.
a recollector.
Yeah, recollector. Unless Fee wants to just take like the Project Horizons route and just have it be just like a weird lewd thing. And just have it be super awkward.
Um, yeah. The Project Horizons book, is pretty much like a bad word around some people. They just can't stand the book.
Yeah. I'm more the person who will like read a book and just enjoy it. That's usually for me. Like if I enjoy it, I enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy Project Horizons, but I mean, I
They
won't
do like
look into the
they,
plot armor and all that.
they well, that's the problem. There, with some of the books like that, was it Blackjack? Was it in Project Horizons?
Yeah, Blackjack basically was she died like 2 or 3 times, and I think that's what some people have trouble with because it's plot armor. She basically just keeps coming back.
Yeah, she has just complete plot armor. The amount, the amount of plot armor she has, people do have a problem with.
Yeah, and now because of the end of it, slight thing from Homelands, she basically got cursed from the sun to the moon to Tartarus and back. That's basically the long story short of it. She basically now lives forever because who was it? I want to say Pythia, because Pythia signed a bet against like every single star. I think. Oh, Blackjack will find out the meaning of life. There you go. And they're like, okay, she'll live forever then. That was basically her ace in the hole that she didn't even know she had. And then, I mean, you have the official sequel, and then you have one that's like, hey, this one's canon, which is Horizon Speak, which is basically Blackjack recovering from everything, which is actually pretty charming a
So,
little bit.
so basically, at the end of Project Horizons, Blackjack has the lifespan of an alicorn without actually being an alicorn.
Yeah, she was basically like a techno alicorn, which I'm pretty sure the whole cybernetics of mare and machine, that whole bit, that was probably partially inspired by it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know Dead Tree Studios' stand on it. It's individualized for everyone, their opinion.
Oh, they don't see Project Horizons as canon.
Oh, okay. I know there are a few nods too. I think one of them was, I think it was what, Blackjack's Child or something like that. It was something. There's a couple references to Project Horizons hidden in there, but it's not canon then.
No, I don't think they see it as canon.
Yeah, it was kind of more like, I don't know. I mean it's fun to see it partially as canon because I mean Little Pip and Velvet and Calamity, they all kind of show up. Oh, and what's her face? Homage, that was her name. Actually, yeah. Literally, I think, yeah, about a week from now, that's going to be the 1 year anniversary when I finished uh, the original Fallout Equestria, actually. Because I remember reading it over Thanksgiving break.
I still have to finish that.
It's pretty good. The nice thing is that for me, I have this really weird thing where it's like, if you include an epilogue, heck yes. Because I love it whenever they include an epilogue. Because it kind of shows how the characters have changed since then and changed everything. And the original version of Fallout Equestria did not have an epilogue. But now
Oh,
it
yeah,
does.
the epilogue is usually the wee bits, like a wee bit of a story that happened after the book is ended.
Yes. I think it takes place, around 10 to 20 years after that. I'm not
Oh,
going to spoil the ending.
don't
But it,
spoil for me because I still have to get there myself.
yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just saying that like the epilogue is probably around 10 to 20 years. But it's pretty good.
I'm liking more from the Fallout Equestria of what I'm reading than I did with Project Horizons because I stopped reading that.
Uh,
So I just couldn't get into it.
I came literally out of Fallout Equestria into Project Horizon, sat down. It took me 3 months to finish it, and I think, yeah, after that I read Pink Eyes. Then Murky Number 7, then Heroes. And I've just kind of read little bits and pieces. Well, actually, I finished Heroes, I think, over summer break. And then I think I just mostly stopped reading in general, but then I picked up a couple more books here and there. I'm currently reading, Make Love Not War, which is the sequel to Duck and Cover, which is basically a satirical version of Fallout Equestria.
Oh, hi, Tufty.
Hoi.
You're not going to
Hello.
believe this.
I will never believe what.
Oh,
What just happened in the game?
it was beautiful.
What happened?
Neutral good happened.
We sunrised it.
I would say I'm proud of you, but then again, I'm lawful good, so I'm highly disappointed.
This was maybe a 2-hour session. Now we finished it in about 30 minutes.
Actually,
we
it was
literally
going
just talked to the big bad into and then not doing the death maze.
You convinced the big bad to not make you go into his death labyrinth.
No, we were in
Heard.
it. James got.
We were
or
in the death
Bronco
maze,
got lit on
and
fire. You did take
Yeah.
38.
One at a time. One at a time.
Yes, sir.
You were in the death maze, and
he got hit with a makeshift flamethrower, which took nearly 40 points of damage.
We
He
narrowly.
then proceeded to find a healing potion, which healed him pretty much to like 6 points close to max. So I'm almost fully healed.
And don't forget the nail bombs. Crit success on spotting that.
Oh, and the 2 mines.
And the 2 mines at the door.
The 2 mines at the door and the pressure mine under a flak vest.
Yeah, the flak vest, yeah.
Then there's the nail board wall, which I deactivated. And then with 2 negotiation rolls, one with a 9.
No, it was a 30. Yeah, no, it was a 90 degrees of success.
Yep.
But with a plus
one with
30.
9 degrees of success and one with 5. I talked her out of us into her telling us how to get to the exit safely and to also not kill herself.
And the stop her from committing suicide, that was made with a, what was it, a minus 10 or a minus 20?
A minus 20.
What's up, little Pip?
get on you.
And she is now
Hey, how you doing, cunt?
And now she's going to accompany us.
Yep.
Wait, what's happening?
Oh, we sunrise the death maze.
Do I even want to know?
It was amazing.
We negotiated the bad of the death maze to say, you know what, here's the exit. And also, she's accompanied us as a companion.
And don't forget Bronco defusing the situation with an excellent roll with a minus 20 and keeping the big bad from committing suicide.
Oi, Pip.
Oi, Tufty.
Gotta get up in some shite in Griffinstone.
Oh aye, oh aye.
I have so many Scottish friends that I almost speak fluent Scottish. Just by exposure.
Fluent to Scottish, so it's another language now.
Well, it's a dialect. It's as much of a language as Pennsylvania Dutch is.
You claret bastard.
Cunt.
So
Fuck it
basically, Little Pep, our 2-hour session ended in 30 minutes.
What was going to be roughly a 2 to 3 session dungeon crawl became a 30-minute diplomacy mission.
So what did you do for the rest of it?
We've just been
That was
sitting here
it.
chilling.
we got to the exit. I was like, hey, I don't have, and Phoebe was like, hey, we have to stop here. I have nothing else planned.
Wow.
So we get to meet the big bad guy, and plus, I mean, both. Well, okay, I'm still debating on whether Arcane is a chaotic good or a neutral good, but James has said that Steel Bronco is roughly a good neutral good. So we're both like, yep, we're gonna protect her. She's ours now. She's our friend. She will not die.
I don't even know what the fuck we are for the second group or group one.
We're in Griffinstone.
No,
Well,
I
that's
mean I don't know what alignment we are because it's just a mess.
Chaotic lawful.
Chaotic lawful.
Chaotic lawful. Oh
It's-
god, my friend just posted something horrible. As Deadpool is the only Marvel character, and I know he's in a comic, he's the only one to know that Stan Lee passed away.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Ow.
Oof.
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 Oof. Oh, hang on. I gotta find something. I have to find something real fast. Give me a second.
Oh, also, Pip, the other day, there was a hawk outside of my house, and I started having a conversation with it.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I was like going, and it was going.
Did you at least give it something to eat? Because if you didn't, I'll be
Oh,
upset.
he was nowhere close to me.
Oh.
Hey, Faye?
If he was, I would have thrown him a baloney.
A baloney.
Baloney.
A baloney.
Hey guys, check general real fast.
The duck bomb.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes,
This
oh yes,
I haven't seen that. 1 second.
I seen that.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
What the fuck?
Also,
It reminds me of an air raid siren.
It's the next evolution of the Re.
That reminds me of probably like what a graveyard sounds like if you can listen to dead people.
Damn, dude, that took a weird turn.
Arcane,
Yo.
I'm going to start to get my dinner for a second. When Fee comes back, ask her how much XP did we get for our session, okay?
Okay, I'll
Oh yeah,
ask
we
her.
haven't had XP for 2 fucking weeks. I need to remind Fee. Need to tell that bitch.
Sup?
Zap.
Dude.
Zap.
Dude.
Oh,
I was not prepared for today.
Dude.
are you ever prepared for Saturday morning tabletop?
No, I wasn't prepared for something else.
Well, me and James, we just broke literally 2 sessions back to back.
Okay, so how about you just go down to the Fallout Equestria official artwork thing?
I'm gonna take a rough.
Dude.
I'm guessing that's gonna describe how you
Princess.
feel.
Lightning Bliss apparently literally turned Sunrise into a princess.
Oh my
Princess
gosh!
of Explosion.
Yes.
What is with the alicorn?
Hold on. Look at the tiara. It has a fucking bomb on it.
Oh my
no.
yes, yes.
God damn it, the fucking Sunrise Sparkle shit is getting way out of hand. It's time to stop.
Time to stop.
You can
It
never
just
stop.
started yesterday, or it just started Wednesday, really.
Hey, Pip.
Where are your parents? Where the fuck are your parents? It's time to stop.
Okay, where are my parents? Well, one of them is dead, and the other one wants to turn me into an Enclave Full Factory.
Woo! Oh, also, by the way, Fee, James was wanting to know how much XP did we get for that session?
The entire maze was worth 1,200, but since you skipped 80% of the maze, you only get 300.
Oh, come on.
You do get 100 for converting for convincing the maze master to not kill herself.
So that's 400?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Hey, Pip.
We hold on a second, Glacier. For yours XP from 2 weeks from this one.
I know. I owe you. You guys are receiving 1,600 XP.
Awesome, thank you. Yes, Glacier.
You want to read something funny?
Sure.
So, to answer the question of where's the alicorn sunrise thing coming from, so in the Overmare's Guide, which we have started using the sanity rules, if your sanity drops below 25%, you drop into the danger zone of you are literally going to lose your mind.
Highway to
Yes,
the
danger zone.
Let me finish. In Sunrise's case, that is a sanity of less than 4. So literally one single arcane revelation could break her. However, what this means is you do have an arcane revelation of how the world itself works. You literally have an Eldritch Cthulhu style epiphany. In the case of the sanity rules, you receive 3 spells at basic level and 1 spell of the GM's choice. You may only cast these spells so long as you are at less than 90% of your total sanity. Furthermore, these spells do allow you are cast off your arcane magic score, which so long as you are absolutely nearly batshit insane is at plus 50.
What?
My dad opened my door, threw my cat in my room, and then closed it.
We're not using the sanity rules yet for the pick up and play games because we wanted to wait and make sure everyone was going to come back together after the holiday of Thanksgiving to piece and then start to introduce the new rules.
Okay.
However, what this means for Sunrise is that at the end of Wednesday night session, the spell chosen for me by the GM is Bonds of Friendship. And Earth Pony cast Bonds of Friendship on all of her friends while they were astrally projected to her from a zebra shaman.
Quick question: what does Bonds of Friendship do?
Bonds of Friendship
It's
makes it where
very
everyone is an incredible spell. What it does is it is a permanent effect. All individuals in the bond of friendship are considered until friendship is broken or ended to be physically touching each other for the purposes of medical, perception, and defense spells. In addition to this, spells that would normally only target the self, i.e., just you, may now target anyone in the bond of friendship. So, for instance, the Alter Physiology spell at basic and advanced level only targets yourself. It's a medical spell, which means that if you were under a bond of friendship, that spell may now target others in that bond. In addition to this, the restoration or healing spells normally only affect ponies you can physically touch. With Bonds of Friendship, you can now cast it on them from anywhere in the world, but you may only target those in the bond.
Wow, that is
pretty
crazy.
much a healer unicorn could be like, I feel like Sunrise is about to get her shit kicked in. I'm gonna send a healing. Doesn't matter where in the wasteland that healing unicorn is.
They may also.
My
can just-
mom senses are tingling. Time to cast heal.
The last thing is they sense the 3 current statuses of their friends. 1, they sense if their friends are in emotional turmoil. 2, they sense if their friends are alive, dying, or dead. Those are the two things they can determine. Are they in emotional turmoil? Yes, no. They can't determine what the turmoil is or what the emotion is, but they can determine if they are in emotional turmoil. 2, are they alive, dying, or dead? That's all you can determine. So you can't actually determine how much health they have, but you can determine, that person's bleeding out. I should do something. But it's really nice for perception spells like telepathy to be cast on you and your friends during combat because it removes the 2-sentence rule
I'll be right
because
back.
you can literally communicate at the speed of thought. Or as you described it, Glacier. Huh, I think Sunrise is in trouble. Heal spell.
Yeah, pretty much.
So basically, if your sanity gets okay, so the sanity buffs the arcane, but so
You don't want to be losing your sanity.
You don't
I
want to be
know.
losing your sanity because everything but your luck goes down on your special chart. All of your other skills drop significantly. And on
And
top
then the
of that,
GM also gets to have carte blanche to start fucking with you if it goes so low.
oh yeah, if you once you hit 50%, I have full range to just start having you hallucinate stuff.
Oh,
And
Which
I
is
have
why I can't wait until you open the book on Friday for you.
and yeah,
I already have issues with memory orbs that just randomly creep into my brain. We're doing sanity for your game, right?
Yeah, we agreed it last night. I asked for it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then we had an issue with had a gap and people weren't turning up. So I just made the decision that no, we're just going to go with it, and nobody seemed to disagree, so we're going with it. I'm not going to take penalties off people in retrospect because that's not fair.
Well, you have to remember also that you heal a certain amount of sanity each day based on
Yeah,
your
no, I know. But I mean, for anybody who maybe potentially could have had, a significant loss, I'm not going to malice them in retrospect because that's not fair.
I don't know if Arcane has asked, but how much XP did we get for this?
we got 300 because we bypassed 80% of the maze, but Fee is awarding us an additional 100 XP for making Withered Flowers our friend. So 400.
So 400. Okay.
I'm gonna go get lunch and then I'll be back.
I'm literally 200 XP away from leveling up.
Yeah, no, you told me the 600 and Fiora said the total ended up being 400. I was like, ooh, man, Bronco's really darn close.
Fee, can you check your DMs real quick?
If he
Yes, Terry.
this morning I went into a roleplay chat as Screwball and just did a silly response in private message to, and it went kind of funny.
Interesting.
I just sent you how it went.